The biggest stuff to come out of D23, a new Lex Luthor gets cast, and why you should stop being a jerk to Brie Larson. But before we get into all that, make sure you tap that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and if you've already done so, well, you're just a wonderful person. Thank you very much.
The best geek news.
Hello, hello, I am Chris Killian, and we have so much to discuss.
I'm all ears.
Obviously, there were several cool things to come out of D23. We got some promising new trailers. For example, Secret Invasion looks like it's going to be a blast. Werewolf by Night looks especially cool. I think the Marvel Disney Plus shows are at their best when they get a little weirder versus being a lower budget Marvel movie, so I'm psyched for these. And how about that fantastic forecast, eh? News-wise though, this is what we got. In an interview with Extra TV, Charlie Cox answered the question that's plagued us since we heard Matt Murdock would be appearing in Spider-Man No Way Home. Is this the same character from the Netflix series?
No.
According to Charlie Cox, it is not, as he confirmed more or less that Daredevil Born Again will be a reboot, saying, "It is a season 1, it is not season 4, so it is a whole new thing," which I think is the way to go. If you're gonna do it again, do it differently.
The multiverse is real.
You know, try not to be upset by this news. You can still love the Netflix series, and you can also enjoy this new thing without any concerns at all of the Netflix series being tainted in any way.
I'm not the bad guy.
Another big tidbit we got, it was announced at D23 that after 14 years, Tim Blake Nelson is returning to the MCU to finally become the leader. And he's doing it in Captain America New World Order, and not a movie that has anything to do with the Hulk whatsoever.
They want to see the Hulk. 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 Hulk.
Only return left now is Liv Tyler coming back as Betty Ross, probably gonna happen on the Agatha Harkness show.
That's not true, is it?
Also, can we please stop being to Brie Larson? If you don't like her, don't watch her stuff. It's that simple. You don't need to be a butthead about it.
Who you calling butthead? Butthead.
So if you saw Curran Walter's tweet a few days ago and also thought Titans might be getting canceled, well, we were mistaken, as Titus Welliver has been cast in the role of Lex Luthor for the upcoming 4th season. Titus is also apparently a giant DC fan, so this is a dream role for him, I'm sure.
We all have our little faults.
A couple of days ago, I got a chance to catch up with Roy Wood Jr. about his role in Confess Fletch with Jon Hamm. Now, Roy and I go way back and did stand-up shows back in the day, so I wanted to ask about some of his comedy heroes he's had a chance to work with now that he's way more successful than I am.
Ooh, Steve Martin jumps out.
I was
Steve
hoping
Martin
that's
and
what
Martin
you were
Short.
gonna say.
And because at their core, they are still performers. They're still stand-ups, you know? Steve Martin for sure. And I cannot explain it, but stand-up comedy and live performance, there is a brotherhood or sisterhood to that no matter what generation you got on the train to do that job, there is a shorthand. And I sat down with, Steve Martin and Martin Short when we were, rehearsing Only Murders. And the moment he knew I did stand-up, it was like we'd known each other for 20 years. And it just, immaculate professionals. And I think that there is something that remains to be said about people in this business who have been around for decades, who are still gracious and still treat people with respect. There's people that have been doing anything of significance less than 5 years, and they are terrible human beings, and I wish nothing but the worst on them, which is why I was also very happy that Jon Hamm was cool.
Confess Fletch hits theaters and on demand this week on September 16th. The full interview with Roy and the rest of the cast is available on our YouTube now if you're interested in checking it out. Thank you guys for checking out the show today, and tell me in the comments what news out of D23 got you the most jazzed. All of the stories in this video came from articles written on ComicBook.com, so if you'd like to read more about some of today's news with your own eyeballs, feel free to head over to ComicBook.com, where we work 24/7 to keep you up to speed on all the latest. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff, all of which are linked below. If you're someone who likes listening to other people argue for hours on end about this sort of stuff, we've got you covered there as well with Comic Book Nation, hosted by Kofi Outlaw every Friday, or our Marvel-focused podcast hosted by my best frenemy Brandon Davis, now on Thursdays. If you want some behind-the-scenes antics or previews of my cosplay, or you want to know what it's like to live on a spaceship for months at a time with no genuine human interaction, find me on Instagram at CKComedy or Twitter at Chris Killian, all linked below.